Well, I think that you're starting to see just a lot of concern that's being, for the first time in this whole saga, publicly expressed as to, really what in the world is this guy up to. And I think Adrian hit the nail on the head. It's very clear that everything that he does is geared towards trying to keep himself out of jail and to try to raise money, probably to support his legal defenses, which are mounting by the day. So, it seems very clear that the Republicans have been looking for this off-ramp from Trump for so long. This is why they've elevated Ron DeSantis and tried to make him their go-to second coming hero, because they expect on some level Trump to just continue imploding. And it's getting to a kind of an embarrassing standpoint. And I think that's the thing. All these people, remember, they've hitched their wagon to Trump, made millions of dollars, raised their notoriety, gotten famous because of him. He's been their gravy train for so long. So a lot of what you're seeing when people express alarm or concern, they're expressing alarm and concern for themselves because they don't know what they're going to do if they lose the gravy train that is Donald Trump in their lives.
So, Adrian, President Biden appearing to kind of troll Trump on Twitter, writing, I had some major announcements the last couple of weeks, too. He then listed recent accomplishments, including the Respect for Marriage Act and then Brittany Griner's return home. Is Trump politically sabotaging himself with all of this? I mean, this was his major announcement. It came a month after announcing a third White House run. And yet, to my earlier point, he has yet to hold any major events. I mean, does Trump risk becoming a joke politically?
Yeah, look, Alex, I've said that on your show a number of times. I've learned to never underestimate Donald Trump, given what happened in 2016 and given, even though President Biden beat him by over 7 million votes in 2020, it was still very a close election. So I think we can never underestimate him. However, it does feel like his support is declining. We're seeing poll after poll that shows Ron DeSantis either in a head-to-head beating Trump or coming very, very close. I think what you just showed there, that clip of Steve Bannon and Mike Flynn and some of his staunchest MAGA supporters who have been with him since the very beginning, starting to sort of defect and at least criticize some of his decisions is, perhaps the clearest sign that we've seen so far about maybe these people are open to picking a different horse. I think the next few months are going to tell us a lot. Is Trump going to go out on the campaign trail? Is he going to try to, do some rallies? Is he going to be able to get crowds to show up at his rallies? If we start seeing a consistent decline in crowds at some of these events, should he do them, I think that's a clear sign, because that's been one of the things, Alex, that he's always been able to do is, for the most part, garner a pretty large crowd. But it does feel like, the MAGA base may be looking for someone new. I think time will tell, and we'll see how it shakes out.
Yeah. Let's turn our thoughts here to Republican Kari Lake's efforts to overturn the Arizona gubernatorial election that she lost. She's doubling down on her stolen election rhetoric in new comments that were made at Mar-a-Lago. This is from a video obtained by the Republican Accountability Project. Let's take a look.
To watch these evil bastards. Can I say that here? Is that all right? To watch them steal this in broad daylight, and if they think they're going to get away with it, they messed with the wrong okay?
Woo! Don't you love when people say something, they go, I don't know, can I say that here? You just did. Anyway, here she goes again, Kurt. Did no one learn anything from all of Trump's claims that never went anywhere? And how far do you think she can take this?
Yeah, it sounds to me like Kari Lake is kind of hoping that what happened on January 6th in Washington, D.C. happens in her home state of Arizona. This sounds like someone who was unhinged, detached from reality, and looking to use outward lies, conspiracy theories to incite and mobilize her lunatic followers to take action. And that could have very real world repercussions. We live in a time now where we know rhetoric isn't just saying something and these people don't act on it. We have seen time and again that the most ardent supporters of these conspiracy theory driven type people, they take their words as marching orders and they act on them, and the results can oftentimes result in violence or death, mayhem, and it just sounds like she's hoping and egging something like that to try to happen in Arizona. It's incredibly irresponsible. And frankly, every Republican needs to be speaking out and denouncing this. If you say nothing, if you aren't willing to step up and say something, then you are culpable when bad things happen. We saw that in the run-up to January 6th, and we're seeing this now with Kari Lake. And, again, the backdrop of the leader of the Republican Party, Donald Trump's, Mar-a-Lago, and she's out there saying these things. Where is the Republican Party? Why are they not denouncing her and speaking out against this?